Cool. Hi guys, welcome to today's co-working space. So if you come to attraction number 1 before, so you most probably see me. So my name is Filius. So if you never see me before, I guess you are other marketing or you just skip my co-working space. So I hate you for the people who are OGT and you skip my space. Like I remember you, okay? So like don't skip my next space after today, which is our commission call on Thursday, okay? So yeah, so my name is Filius. I am RMOGT. Nice to meet you guys. So to begin with, right? Okay, I see someone. Hello, okay, hi, Rafik. I remember you, okay? So to begin with, right, let's have some check-in question, okay? So I want you guys to use one adjective to describe your August. So you can type in the chat box. What would be the one adjective you're going to describe your August? Okay, 下个decent. Wow, amazing. First one of the year. Okay, let's see next year how it gonna be by the end of the year. Awesome. Hectic. Oh, many hectic. Oh, Liana and Rafik. It's okay lah. It's gonna get even more hectic after this month. Lucius, wow. I can feel it. Wow. Okay. Adjusting. Ha ha ha. Okay, ha 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 is not adjective, but it's okay. I see you put it above already. Any more people we are missing? Let me see. Tiring. Oh my god, just the first month you feel tired already. I think you need to do some reflection, guys. Okay. If you're tired, it's okay. Just after my space, you can go sleep, but just don't sleep in my space because I'm gonna sleep. Okay. To yoga. I think he cannot twist himself. Okay, it's fine. Nice to meet you guys. I'm so happy to see you guys all here today. So, begin with, right? Besides the check-in activity, we actually have more things to coming up, which is we're gonna have one thing that AP like the most. Okay, so to introduce you guys different types of GT campaign, right? So GT, can you tell me what type of campaign do we have? Okay, let's try marketing. So I can type there, okay? Which free campaign we usually have? Okay. You see my face if you do I type or no? Yeah, you just type. Type. What kind of campaign do we have? Marketing, if you know the answer, I will be very appreciated, okay? You are the best synergy partner, okay? But OGT, if you don't know it, you need to treat me next time when I see you. Okay. Hey, no one typing. It's okay. You're gonna lose the quiz. Okay. So I don't know. What the fuck? What does it mean? I don't know. It's okay. So to begin with, we're gonna have 2 little quiz. Okay. Which is a very little one. Don't worry for that. And it's very easy. So we're going to do quiz 1. Okay. So with all the campaign that we have, then we were going to firstly check about what are the target and the usage of different campaigns. So in the answer, you're going to see what type of campaign do we have. You know what? This is very advanced. First time using it. I hope I can handle it because I'm not good at digital stuff. Oh, okay. Nice. Amazing. So it present already. So guys, what you need to do is you can go to menti.com and then you can go to Discord. Okay. So can you see here? So this is the code. So make sure you check it. And we are waiting for some player. Let's see who's gonna win the game. But there's no prize. Or maybe the loose one can. Oh, hi. Who do I know who they are? How to use it? Oh my god, we have 3, 4. Actually, how to use it? Shit. And wait. Oh, we have 7 people, right? 8. How many people we have today? Wow, we have 16. Okay, let's wait for those other people. 9. So we need 7 more. Yeah. Okay, 10, 11. Oh, actually, that is very interesting. Guys, did you play this with your LC before? Okay, 12. Any more? Should have 4 more. Or anyone have technical error? So I can wait you. If no, we gonna start the game. Okay, let's start the game now. Okay, is it? Oh, 13. How to start? Enter. Okay, so let's see who will be the fastest one. So the first question is, which type of campaign we should use to attract people with relevant background? Okay, you have 15 seconds. You can start clicking now. Which type of campaign should I use to attract people with relevant background? Ah, yes, amazing. So the first question, the answer is field-based. Yes, because you attract people based on the background that they can achieve the field. Okay, so amazing. So let's have the second question. Okay, is it how it used? Is it? It will go next. How to go next, guys? Is it click? Okay, we have 75% of people clicking right. Oh, no clue. Okay, next, I guess here. Yay! Okay, next question. Oh no, we have leadership board. So the first round is Cake, okay? Who is the high score? Okay, although I don't know who are you. Good job, Cake, okay? Second with Liana. Who is Snorrex? Okay, by the way, I like Snorrex.
I'm Cake.
Oh, you are Cake. Wow, amazing. The second question is, which type of campaign do I use when I have opportunity that with very specific and high requirement? Okay, actually 15 seconds I think is too much. Next time I need to cut a bit. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Okay, this one is easy, right? Yes, amazing. So yes, we should use opportunity-based marketing. So if you're going to attract people with generally like majority of the population have it, then you should use field-based. But then if you find some JD that are very specific, for example, artificial intelligence, like learning machine, this is something that not very commonly you can find in the talent pool, then like you should use opportunity marketing because it will state clearly on the target audience itself. Okay. So then let's have the next question. The next question, oh, okay, the winner goes to, it's still, oh, it's Liana comes up. Oh, and there's Norris. And then who is TT? Oh my God, you guys are so cute. It's fine. So you can come again. Okay, next question we have, okay, the slides is up slow. Which campaign should I use when I have my IR partners and I have very strong economic relationship in country level? Okay, 15 seconds. Which one? Which one? Oh, everyone voted. And everyone got it right. Yes. So if that country is very closely working with you economically, you can also use arrow-based marketing as well. So we'll explain more later. Cool. The fourth question. Okay, I always forget there's a leadership board. Okay, let's see who climbed up the ladder. Okay, Liana still keep on the top with Snorrex and TTR. Okay, Kek, bye-bye. You are in the fourth already. Okay, next question. We have, I think maybe last or second last. Which campaign should I use when I have more than 3 IR partners? This one is easy, I guess. Wow. The answer is, yes, you should use field-based marketing because very differently is because of opportunity-based marketing, which means you may have many opportunities coming from many IR partners. So which on marketing capacity, your marketing gonna kill you, okay? So don't try to do that, okay? You're gonna kill your marketing. And for IR partner, right, because you have a few IR partners, but you also need to consider compared to GT have a longer processing time. So if you plan based on every single IR partner, so the IR partner coming into the later part, they may not have enough time to process the visa and all of the preparation. So that's why be aware, and it would be the best if you can use field-based marketing to attract the right talent, which they can choose a few like have different options of the IR partner at the same time. Okay, cool. So let's see. This time, I think we're gonna have some switch on the score. Don't do that. Oh, Lucia! Oh my god, amazing. What is TW? You know, from the bottom to the upper one. Good job, TW. Although I don't know who are you. Good job. Okay.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Although I still don't know who are you. I'm sorry. Okay, last question. Which campaign should I use when my membership is low in competency and capacity? Okay, this one is hard. That's why I put it in the end. Okay. You guys gonna hate this RM very soon after today. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So at the end of the day, if your members' competency are not very high or you don't have a lot of members, I strongly recommend you to do IR-based marketing, because if you do opportunity marketing, then if you want to achieve quite high productivity, you require a lot of members, or your member will have very, very heavy workload. Okay, but then for IR-based marketing, the advantage is in terms of sales skills and knowledge is not very high, especially if you only have one IR partner only. So for example, for people who just start your OGT, right? And if you find that your entity capacity is not very high, I would suggest you to only focus on one IR partner and teach them on like how to sell that one IR partner in a better way, okay? In a more, well knowledge way, okay? So let's see at the end who is the winner. Okay, that's weird when I have this. Oh, TT, Pikachu, and Mars. So yeah, congratulations! I don't know who is TT, but
it's me. It's me.
It's who?
It's me. It's Win.
Oh, hi, Win. Nice to meet you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, I know you. Okay, it's okay. Good job. Like, congratulations. Oh, I didn't know it. A marketing win it. Okay. OGT, I think you better do some reflection. I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, congratulations, guys. But don't worry for that. We're gonna have next round as well. But then before we go to the next quiz, let's have some overview on like how does every campaign looks differently compared to each other. So first of all, in terms of targeting, opportunity-based marketing is a very good one to use if you want to be very specific on some profile that you cannot find a company. And the second one is like people who originally have a very strong intention to work abroad, because when they see the job opportunity is working abroad, they need to have a very strong reasons that I think I want to work abroad. So that's why I will apply for it. Otherwise, people may not may not have intention to apply for it. Secondly, for field-based marketing, it will be easier for you to attract people with relevant background, and instead of they have a strong idea on working abroad originally, but then they maybe have a more stronger intention in terms of working on that specific field. And one of the other reasons is usually people want to switch to another field to work in the future. They may also consider an internship as well in that field. So that's why field-based marketing, when you're able to showcase the good side of that field and the opportunity, the career prospect in that field, it will be very attractive. Last but not least, for IR-based, to be honest, I'm not very recommend you guys to use it because it will, if you are not setting the right expectation on the campaign itself, people may come with a very traveler mindset just for going abroad. And secondly is, if you're going to use it, then I would strongly recommend to highlight what is the political or economic relationship between you and your IR partner. So people will find that there's a relevant reason why they want to work abroad there. So secondly, about when to use opportunity-based marketing, it will be very good when you have very few opportunities. So you can be very specific on targeting those people. For example, if you're going to work in partly remote and you find that there's not much opportunity, you can also use partly remote as well. You can use opportunity-based as well. Secondly, for field-based marketing, it will be good when you have a wide range of IR partner. especially your IR partner consists of developing and developed area. So usually if you only promote one of the destination which are very developed, then most of the application will draw to there, but then for the other IR partner, usually they will have lesser applications. So that's why you need to be very clear, like if you have a wide range of IR partner, then it would be good that you're using few to join application at the same time and do consultancy based on their skills and knowledge. And if you, as marketer, you want to improve the marketing ROI as well, field-based will be very great because it will help you to do better targeting for the ads itself, okay? But if you want to ask me how to set the ad, okay, ask me, okay? She's better than I do. Last but not least, if you have many IR partners and you don't want to have unbalance of application, you can also use field-based. And for IR-based marketing, it will be very great when you only have one or maximum 2 IR partners, so you can be very focused to working with them. And secondly is make sure those IR partner is a strong and a big entity that have a lot of opportunity, because even though they attract, for example, going to like IGT India, even they being rejected, there's still a lot more opportunity that they can be reconverted. So that's why it will be easier for you to manage the applicant if they getting rejected. Last but not least, if your membership competency is also not very high, then I would suggest you to use it, okay? So now coming to here, I hope you have a great overview on this, and we gonna have the second round, okay? So if you lose the first round, it's okay lah, because you know, we have second round. So let's come to the next round. I hope this time we go faster. Okay, cool. So now go to the same link again for Mentimeter, and then you can go to the code here, 5481452. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, sorry, 5481452. Let's see, who are you guys? Oh wow, people are very fast this time. We have 6 people here. Oh my god, this is so cute. Who is it? Eh, this one again. Is it you can choose your own icon? I see some icon repeating here. Who is dancing like? I hope I know it. Eh, that's so cute. Oh, why you can shake? Can you tell me why? Who is okay. Who is this volcano? Okay, we have 12 people anymore. So if no, 3, 2, 1, we're gonna start now. Yes, amazing. Okay, this time will be a bit harder because it will be about the pros and cons about the campaign. The first one is which of the following are not the pros of opportunity-based marketing? We have clear expectation setting on the opportunity, and JD assess their own qualities before sign up and attract the people who are not finding jobs. So this was easy. I think last round we give tips already. Yeah, let's see the answer. The answer is yes. For opportunity-based marketing, it's not going to attract people who don't want to find a job. You only can attract people who want to find a job. But the advantage of it is you're going to have a clear expectation setting on the JD and the benefit because you show it in the attraction already. And secondly, is people going to assess their ability before they're going to apply. Okay, so let's see who is the winner. Oh, seems we have KK. Well, who is Philia's friend? What the fuck? Okay, that's you. Don't let me know who you are. Huh? I'm gonna you. Okay. So let's have the next question. The next question is, which of the following campaign is not the pros of field-based marketing? So we have can convert to other partners, understanding the value proposition to work in specific field, easy to research, and easier to recommend to a few IR partners. 3, 2, 1. Oh, haha. That's why second round is harder. Okay, make sure you're choosing the one that who is not a pro, okay? It's not an advantage of this campaign, okay? So which is easier to research? Because to be honest, for field-based, if you want to really introduce it well to understand the industrial trade of specific field in your own country and in your IR partner's country, you actually need to do a lot of research for that. But then it will be very good, like when you're able to introduce it well, people will come in with a right expectation setting to understand the value proposition. So that's why even they're being rejected, it will be easier to convert to other IR partners or at the same time, they will apply based on the field, but not specific countries. So they may be applied for a few entities at the same time. So yeah, that's it. So let's see who is the winner. Or Ted and KK. Why everyone's name is so interesting? Oh, we still have KK in the top. Who is KK? That's interesting. We have TT and then KK. Maybe next time we have, I don't know, XX. Which of the following is not the pros of IR-based marketing? So easier to research, easy to train and member and sell, easy to collect marketing material. EP may have a traveler mindset and break realize. This one should be okay lah. Let's see. Who is the winner? Oh yeah, the correct answer is yes. If you promote based on IR and if you didn't promote it well, you may have a chance that people come as a traveler mindset. But then when they go to work, they know that they cannot travel, so it will have a high chance that for them to break realize. Okay, so make sure you be aware that. So let's see who is the winner. The winners goes to, well, actually a lot of people answer correctly. Still KK. Wow, but the gap is getting closer. Amazing. So now let's have the next questions. I think it's getting harder if I didn't remember. Okay, which of the campaign should I use when I want applicant apply IR partner after they get rejected? I think it's apply other IR partner if they get rejected. So which one is it? We have the correct answer is yes, field-based marketing. So then they will go to a few IR partner. Okay, I think I tell a few times already this one. So if you don't get it right, and if you're OGT, kill yourself. Okay, luckily you guys put something that I don't know. It's okay. Whoa, Liana, coming up. And then for KK, amazing. Whoa, let's see who wins till the end. The last question. Okay. Which campaign should I use if I have very specific opportunity coming from an MNC? Oh, this one is easy. I think I give you guys too much keyword. Okay, don't tell me you give up already. This is the last question, and it's the easiest. Oh, everyone. Yes, the one. Did I put it wrong? Yeah, maybe I put it wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Don't kill me. I know you hate me, but it's okay. I still love you. Okay, so yeah, most of you guys get it correctly is opportunity-based marketing. So one of the reasons that besides very specific criteria, also usually MNC have very specific criteria. That's true. But also at the same time, right? A good thing about opportunity-based marketing with an MNC is the MNC have a good brand name, which good enough to attract someone from the like to attract someone to come and work already. So that's why it will be an advantage of it. So if you have some opportunity that with MNC and the spot is very less, you can also choose opportunity-based marketing as well. So sorry if you choose it correctly and I put the wrong answer wrongly. Don't kill me. I still love you. Okay, so I guess everyone can be a winner of today. Yeah. Okay. I know that's the lamest jokes that I have. I'm sorry, guys. Just don't kill me. Oh, but at the end of the day, it's still Liana. Why you hate me? Win theory too. Okay, it's okay lah. So I hope you guys enjoy the space. But then, to have the last wrap up here, explain a bit on 2 days. Well, actually, it's good. I feel happy that you guys are very active. Thank you so much. Because, you know, it's the very end of today already. But then I really want to share with you guys. So so we have different marketing campaign, but if you look into here, you will be able to see the good side of opportunity-based marketing is you want to set clear expectation and they will assess their opportunity, their own qualities before they sign up. But then for field-based, they were going to understand the value proposition clearly. So that's why even they're being rejected, they will have a higher chance to stay in your funnel. For IR-based marketing, why I suggest people with low competency to choose this because it's actually easier to research. about the information and especially you do attraction, it'll be easier to collect material and also easier to train your member as well. But now, of course, every campaign have the good side of it. They're also gonna have the drawbacks from it as well. So one of the drawbacks of opportunity-based marketing is it will be the hardest one when you're going to reconvert if they're being rejected. Because people are going to apply this opportunity based on the JD, based on the benefit, and based on the company that's specifically having. Imagine if they are applying for our global partner, PwC, but then if they, and which also global partner have a lot of applicants and they may have a higher chance being rejected as well, right? So
it's 18 hours.
Because of that, it will have a very easy chance that they're not going to apply any other opportunity if they're being rejected. Secondly is, yeah, like what we said before, if people don't interested to work abroad, so they will not being attracted in the first step, unless you have other attraction material to attract them to come. Secondly, it will be about field-based marketing. Of course, it's gonna take time to research, like we mentioned before, and the local trend in your IR partner side is very important. So make sure you have a good synergy with it. Last but not least, for IR-based marketing, yes, it may have a chance to break realize. So make sure you do a clear expectation setting, starting from the first point of time when you attract them in the campaign, and in the accept, apply, accept, approve, like all the process when they pay. Like they also need to have a clear expectation setting before they're going aboard. So that's why they will not have any expectation mismatch. And it's also a bit hard to convert other IR partner. So make sure you choose a big IR partner if you choose IR-based marketing. So I hope everyone is clear here. And this is the one page. So just for you guys to see. So why it's very important that we need to choose the right campaign for it, because a right campaign can help you to allocate your resources better, can help you to achieve your objective, and last but not least, it will also help you to set a right expectation setting with your customers starting from the beginning of the time, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoy it and be reminded like every campaign gonna have the good side of it and have the bad side of it. So make sure when you're going to design what are types of the campaign you're going to use with your marketing, really choose based on the best, really choose the best option based on your situation. And no matter which campaign you choose, you're gonna have some drawback for it. So make sure you prepare how you're going to compensate the drawback along the way in your whole customer journey, okay? So, but you might have a question, right? Do we still have other campaign other than this? I'm dead, Rifik. I don't know why you are dead, but it's fine. I was gonna make you awake. Do you guys know any other campaign for it? Word keep silence, right? Because I give you a surprise here. Okay, so give me some drum roll. Okay, use your way. Okay, you can your face or your table or anywhere. Okay, so give me some drum roll. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, this is the campaign from me. Okay. So in the coming time, I'm sure you guys have received your invitation to go into the commission call. So one of the part of the commission call is we're gonna have a synergy space with 2 commission coming together on at 2:30 to 3 p.m. GMT plus 8. So in here, we're going to talk about product launch. Okay, what does it mean? It means because now it's a very good chance that we change our new product. We have GTA and GTE, right? So that's why we're going to talk about like how we can launch the new product into the market itself. Okay, so that's why if you're interested, stay tuned with it, because I think this is gonna be very helpful for you to start your attraction with, especially if you haven't planned any campaign up till today. Okay, yeah. So that's all for it. Before so any other questions? If yes, you can type it there. If no, then we're going to move to the next part. Or you can type a wave for the. What is that emoji? Wave. Okay. Oh my god. People are so nice. Okay. Thanks for people who wave in front of the camera. Wave, wave, wave. Amazing. Okay. Rifik, I don't know whether you're giving a wave, but it's okay, I guess. I guess you just flip the table, right? It's okay lah. So now coming to the second part. After the quiz, right? It's okay lah. We're going to have some more than even fun because we're going to have working time. Yeah, amazing. So do expect that in the coming time, we're going to work endlessly until the end of the time. So in here, we're going to talk about, first of all, it's about package and timeline management between MC and LC, okay? So first of all, a quick question with you guys. I want to ask, from your perspective, why do we need packages? Okay, I think this is easy, especially if you come to the last phase before. So you have it. So what you can do is you can type in the chat box, or you can open your mic and share with us.
To cater to specific needs of our customers, maybe. Yeah, to cater to the specific needs that they have, and to promote our opportunities in a more tailored way towards a particular customer segment.
Okay, cool. Okay, any more people have other ideas? Any more? Anyone want to try? Okay, if no, it's also all right. So I think from what Rifik say is also very true that for the package, right? Because our product is a very big product, which is also very important, is like how we can shape it in the way that can fit and cater into the needs of our customer. That's very true. And secondly, because we have a lot of opportunities as well. So if we're going to promote it in a, one by one in case like, then it will be very hard for us to manage. So that's why it will be very important that we have our package. So I'm not sure that you come to the attrition planning 1.0 before, which we also talk about packages. So one of the things that you maybe remember, just for you to recap a bit, is in here we also look into before, like in traveling agency, they also have some package if you use the service before. If you don't know, it's okay, maybe you're too young, okay? Like people don't use nowadays anymore. But then if you go to a tour agency, you will know that there's different package providing for the customer to choose what type of destination they want to go and what kind of service is included in them. So actually, like they are kind of like our substitutes, and it works very well when we have like tour company to put things into package, because people, they are buying is the whole iPhone, but not buying part of the iPhone, right? It's not buying one destination, but they buy the whole package of the destination. So that's why it's also very important for us how we can put all all our service into one package and present it properly. Secondly, it's also easier for us to compare different package. What are the benefits for it? Especially if you are if your product is a service. So looking into like Netflix, Spotify, or Asana, they also have similar things as well. And most importantly is after you package it, it's gonna be easier for you to decide our GTCM. Like if you don't know it, if it's too old for you, it's go target channel and message, okay? And also designing your campaign and also implement the campaign as well, okay? So at the end of the day, when we have this, so this is how we use when we're doing product packaging between marketing and also products. So it'll be easier for us to communicate to our customer clearly between marketing, sales, and customer experience. So I hope everyone is clear about it. So if you are wondering about the details, feel free to go to this link. So we have all the worksheet and slides there, and we have also the recording on our YouTube channel as well. I know it's a bit long, just fast forward it and, just listen it, the key point, okay? So I hope you will be refreshed your brain before we jump into the next one. So now really yes. Oh, thank you so much, Rifik. So that's so sweet, amazing, guys. So coming to the next, we're going to, talk about the timeline stuff, okay? But then we have, so when we have this, right? So how do we exactly to manage this kind of campaign, okay? So to begin with, have you guys seen this before? If you are GV or GV marketing, maybe you guys are too young, also didn't see. but it's okay. So like what I want to show you is usually marketing and OGT synergy was not very strong, but then marketing and OGV have stronger synergy. So this is how usually it look like when you plan a GV campaign with the timeline and different package, right? So I'm saying you must be very familiar with the projects there for GV, but then I want to let you guys to understand in order synergy with marketing better, actually we can also look into this campaign and learn some of the important point of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 minutes time so you can observe this timeline and package stuff, and then you can type in the chat box to tell me what are the things you can learn from this GV timeline and can implement into our GT timeline. Okay. Of course, it may have some different as well. Okay, don't expect it's exactly the same. So I'll give you guys start now, 3 minutes time. Time's up. Okay, opportunity-based plans on, sorry, it's a bit loud. Plans on each airport. Okay, it's fine. So in here, I'm going to tell you the answer. Let's see how many points that you guys can get, okay? So the first one is about having a very clear timeline and deadline. What does it mean? It means, okay, usually when we map out our timeline, we're going to talk, okay, when is the attraction, when is the consideration, when is the realization, right? I think this is very clear. But also, one more highlight is, besides when is the approval peak, it also gives the people a final deadline on when you can cut off all of the application. Because a lot of time is, we may be still pushing a lot of applicant coming in, but then it's not enough time for us to convert to approve. And then we prepare for like visas, like all the preparation stuff, and then go to realize. So it may costing you break approval if you didn't manage the timeline well. So that's why this is the first learning point of it. Make sure you have a clear timeline and deadline. Secondly, is also about having clear IR goals and sub-package breakdown. So if you're looking into here, is you will be able to see besides the IR partner, every single IR partner, they allocate a realization goal on it. And in each IR partner, they're going to allocate for each project, which means the sub-product that they have or the package they have, they're going to tell you how many realization is going to happen. So that's why it helps marketing to understand how many applications I need to draw in, or if I didn't hit my goal, what kind of compensation strategy that we can do in order to achieve it. So the next one is about defining the national focus package and also the supporting which will supported by marketing. So if you're aware, especially with GV, you have a lot of IR partner, you have a lot of projects, and you cannot promote every one of them, right? But then it will be very important. You need to define like which are the package that will contribute you the most performance, and it will be your national focus. So that's why marketing will plan their national marketing campaign align with the package that contribute you the most performance. But for the one that will contribute you smaller performance, you may not have a national campaign for it, but then you may design like attraction with local, and you can have like local campaign to help you to achieve your smaller distribution of your goal. The fourth one will be non-focus package. Yes, allocate to the LC market. So LC will be the one who take off the attraction strategy on achieving those goals. So to summarize here, this is the 4 points that we can learn from this timeline. First of all, it's about clear timeline and deadline. Second will be having a clear IR goals and sub-package breakdown goals. And then make sure you define your national focus package and design a national marketing campaign for it with marketing. And last but not least, like make sure all your non-focus package, you can also allocate to LC based on the market reality. So I hope everyone is clear here. Yeah, so and then in here, a few disclaimer that I want you guys to be aware when you design campaign. So first of all is compare between GV and GT, right? Just we mentioned before, we not suggest IR as a main differentiator. And then the second one will be about, it will be better if you're using field. The reason is because also take into consideration that GV usually only have one duration. That's why it will be easier for you to convert different, even people with different profile, it will still easier to go. But then take into consideration that GT also have 3 duration at the same time. So some of the IR partner may have focused duration. So if you only attract for 1 hour partner, then you're only focusing on one specific target group for that duration only. So that's why make sure you also be aware on like how the distribution going on, and you are not only driving off the application for one specific duration, because different duration may be coming from different focus market. And last but not least, because we have different duration, actually different duration have different approval timeline as well. So we're going to see some of them later in our working time. So make sure different duration, different approval time, and different realization time, you need to adjust very well. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough time for preparation. And do aware that GT compared to GV, one of the biggest difference is you cannot take tourist visa to go there, like because it's fast or easy, because it would be illegal and your EP gonna be caught into jail. Okay, so that's why be aware of this. Here are some of the tips when you're setting a GT campaign timeline. Okay, so the first one, it will be prepare a check preparation timeline, especially for visa. A lot of people late attraction leads to late approval, and I have entity before, like in 1819, they have break like 120 approval because of the insufficient of preparation timeline. So that's why make sure you be aware on it. That's very serious. Secondly, be aware on your realization timeline. Short duration and mid duration have different timeline. For example, in 6-month internship case, right? So Sri Lanka will realize in November, Malaysia will realize in December or January, and Vietnam actually they realize on February onward. But then for them, the short duration most probably are the same, are gonna be like late December or January onward. So that's why the realization timeline will affect your approval timeline. Last but not least, when you plan your campaign, this is a very crucial point, which usually people missing as well. So also take into consideration on when is your target audience going to make decision. What does it mean? It means you can look into your competitor timeline. For example, in my school, I also have internship program provided from my school. And it usually happens on the first week of the semester. So if I want to catch up with the trend, I don't want to be late compared to my school, I need to make sure my first week of the semester, I will start my attraction. Otherwise, I will lose my market share compared to my school. Secondly, also look into your external event timeline. For example, when will be the talk that, when will the time you have career fair, when will be the time that you're gonna recruitment talk, because people gonna have a trend at that time that they're going to find jobs, okay? So that's why you can also plan based on these activities, or if you want to have like a strong advantage, you may also plan before they happen. So that's why you will capture bigger market share and have less competition, okay? So what you can do in order to check and decide your timeline, here are some of the things you can decide. For example, you can search online, like you can search some career tips like page, websites. They're going to able to tell you around when is the time in your local market with the company when they're going to release internship opportunity. For example, in here, you'll be able to see in Hong Kong, there's tips that third-year student, they will start finding summer internship in June or May, starting from October and November. So that's why it's very important if I plan for my summer peak, even I don't have a winter peak, I still need to do kind of extraction in October and November. Or for example, in here, this is I think in New York, like people trying to, if you want to start to find internship, they will recommend people to start approaching employers starting from October or early November. And last but not least, of course, you can always ask your customer directly, or you ask your LC because they are your frontline. For example, I know in Australia, students will start planning for the summer vacation in the end of the year, starting from March onwards. So it will be like more than one semester, they plan ahead already. And for Hong Kong, that case I've explained to you already. So these are some of the things you can take into consideration. And last but not least, for some job switching waves, especially if you're targeting graduated market, you also may have a trend in some specific month that you're going to, people are going to change the job. For example, in Vietnam, MOT, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. So these like with more like people who celebrate Lunar New Year. Usually Lunar New Year will give bonus, like which means 1 more month of salary to people. So usually people will not change the job before Lunar New Year, but then they're gonna change the job after Lunar New Year, after they get a bonus. So that's why they will start finding job before Lunar New Year, like around 1 or 2 months. And that is the time that you can also target your working market already, okay? So here are some of the tips. So now what I'm going to do is you can go to this timeline and you can look into it. But then before we going to start, right, I will give you an example on like how Ni and I discuss about the timeline itself. So to start with, if you come to here, you will be able to see I have put the approval and realization timeline for GTA and GTE for different durations. So you can check here, and you can also find the summary as well in this space. So you'll be able to see like for the realization peak and the approval peak, like you will see short-term duration usually can approve till December, while for mid and long duration, they usually approve till November because they need time to do preparation, okay? So, and like for example, there's no realization peak for long duration, and this is also some data so you can refer to. But then looking into the campaign, right, I will give you guys some example on how it goes. So before I go to that, anyone is not clear, because here will be a long explanation and then you guys going to work on your own, okay? So if no, then I'm going to explain to it. So in here, right, when I plan in my country reality, so for example, if your OGT and marketing are both here, I will put you guys in breakout room. But then if you're not here, OGT, make sure you plan it, or marketing you plan it, and then you're going to discuss with them, each other together. So what I want to show with you is, first of all, you need to fill in your university timeline as well as your job market timeline. What does it mean? It means besides when is your realization peak, when is your holiday, you also need to plan what are the activities is gonna happen in your semester. For example, when is the semester start, and when you're going to have tests, and when you're going to have exam. Because these are the time that usually you don't have event to clash, but also student may be a bit busy as well. And then you can also put other activities the school have. For example, in my case, like when I was in Hong Kong, you'll be able to see in the end of September, the school going to release internship program for midterm. That means 6 months duration, or actually some short one in winter. So we're going to release in late September, and then we're going to have tests. And after the test, we're going to have career fair for midterm durations internship. So the school will host a career fair for a semester, gap semester internship, and also for people who are graduating, they will finding a job as well. And after career fair, there will be a trend that like the company join the career fair, they're gonna have recruitment talks to recruit people who are long duration. And at the same time, in beginning of November, the people who applied the school internship program, they're going to have results on that, okay? And last but not least, we're going to have exam. So that's why what you can see in here when I plan the campaign, right? What do I take into consideration when I take the campaign? So the first one is I will choose my field first, and I will put what are the JD that I'm going to focus. I have the duration already, and then I put the distribution and IR panel already. So what's next is, if you can see, marketing is contributing 65% of my performance. So that's why I will firstly go with marketing, because this is the field that is gonna drive majority of my performance. And if this campaign in the beginning not work, I still have time to catch up with it. So that's why I will start with marketing field first. And then my second package that is contributing to my performance a lot is IT, which contributing 25% of my performance. So then I will going to have an IT campaign for it. And afterward, you can see I have a campaign for all of the short duration. The reason is because in here, you can see the result announcement will release in beginning of November. What will happen is some people will get offer, but then some people will also don't get offer as well, right? So if they don't get offer, then they may consider ISAC is another option. So that's why I will plan a short duration as well, a campaign to attract these people who don't get an offer. And last but not least, one more campaign that I will plan is, because I've explained it you guys on the job market timeline, right? Which people before Lunar New Year, they're going to find jobs. So that's why this will be a good chance for me to target some long duration as well. And a lot of campaign that I have, you can see is before my career fair. So that's why I can get ahead of my competitor. So this is how I decide the campaign when I'm OGT. But then when I go to talk to marketing, which is Nee have a very different perspective on it. So what did Nee say to me is, okay, she said that, for example, on career fair, right, there's a trend that people are going to find jobs at that time. So that's why she thinks that if I'm focused on mid duration or long duration, it will be better if I switch it onto here to follow with the trend inside the school. So this is her first suggestion. Secondly is also eval on the last attraction campaign and just the later one. Why are we putting marketing first? Because it contributing the most of my performance, right? But then, okay, if this campaign achieve my goal, which is 65% of my performance, then that's great, right? So I can move forward for it. But then if I find out like actually is I don't have enough marketing numbers coming in, so I may need to extend the campaign, or maybe I need to have one more campaign for marketing. So which I may adjust the later campaign, and some of the campaign I will be removed and focus more on marketing at that time. So this can also see. So if you're going to shift the focus, right? One last thing that like marketing can also suggest OGT is instead of only using national campaign to get resources, you can also choose to use others OGT sales strategy rather than marketing. For example, if she were going to recommend, she were going to focus on short-term realization, and she may cut the long-term duration IT because it's not easy to find talent and it only contributes 5% of my campaign. So instead of having a national campaign for it, she will rather, if my performance is didn't hit my goal, she will rather recommend me, maybe I can contact the past OGV lead and who have IT background to go on an OGT internship. So this can be also something that marketing can advise OGT as well. So that's why at the end of the day, I want to mention to you guys is when you design a campaign timeline, it's not only marketing design or OGT design, but it's very important that you guys need to come together and design together. So I hope you guys are clear. Before we go to work, okay, anyone want to ask any questions? If no, what you can do is you can duplicate a campaign timeline and put your entity there. Oh, thank you so much, Okay, for waiting, I see you. Hey. And I will going to put you guys into room if your marketing and OGT is also here. Okay, so now you can duplicate the tab and you guys can start working it now. So I will give you guys 15 minutes. So until 6:45 in GMT per second. Okay, so if you have 2 MCPP in the house together, okay, so can you change your name? I'll need can see some of you guys change it so I can. Okay. Yes. So how many of you done it already? Oh, okay. No, it's also fine. But anyone want to share? Okay, not yet. I understand. It's okay. Do in my expectation. But anyone want to share? You can share about a timeline, or you can share about anything you have learned. If you're marketing and OGT together, do you find anything you learn from each other when you have the discussion? Or if you one person only, then you can you can, what have you discovered yourself? Or if your partner in crime is not here, so what you have learned as well. I see Lucia have something learned, right? Do you want to share with us? Yeah, Lucia. Okay, I hope I will not be fired after today.
Hi, yeah. I am here with the MCPP marketing. He's just me. Yeah, so we did it together. I think like for timeline, it's quite the same for the durations and for the field. because like our customers are really diverse.
Mm.
So we don't really like target a specific timeline for a specific field.
Mm.
But otherwise, for the event, like for the graduation time, for the exam, and for the midterm test, it looks the same for the first and second semester. Also for attraction and approval and realizations. Just for the long duration, like we cannot define the completion date, because usually like our customer for the long duration, they will go for 1 until 1.5 years. So yeah, the completion is in the next generations like that.
So I want to have a follow-up question with you guys. Is I see you have many field and duration focus. I also understand you have a very big market. So do you have any tips for other people on how you can managing quite diverse and big market in your own country reality?
Yeah. Like we differentiate based on the year, like their school year and their age. Like for example, for people who are still in the undergraduate, they will prefer for the short durations because sometimes it's part of their compulsory internship. But for the medium and long durations, it looks like people who are in the final years, like those who don't have any classes yet, or the fresh graduate, or people in the early year working stage, something like that. So yeah, we differentiate the attraction and the package based on that fact.
I see. Cool. Your marketing is also here, right? I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
If, you have many campaign running at the same time. Do you have any tips for us on like how you can manage multiple campaigns for GT at the same time?
Okay, so basically, as what I actually talked to Lucia as well, like we will do like the campaign generally. So we're not specifying like the details, for example, for the marketing BA and everything, but we will do it based on, I mean, we will do it all together, but in different weeks. For example, for this week it's marketing, and the next week is BA, and the next week would be BD. But we don't have like specific timeline. For example, like these 2 weeks is only for marketing, and this another 2 weeks for BA. So we're like making it. What is selang selinci? We will make it like one, and then another one, another one. Yeah.
I see. Cool. So in terms of marketing, what kind of how you're going to allocate your HR resources to manage such a big campaign at the same time?
Okay, so because we don't have like an marketing functional in Indonesia, so then for HR we only use the national supporting team. So it's like me and then my team in entity supporting team who will handle all of this. And because we will do like all digital marketing, especially in this semester, so yeah, it's just me and my team, and also having synergies with the OGT peeps as well.
I see. Cool. Thank you so much for you guys sharing. Really lovely.
Thank you.
Partner in crime and couples. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing. It's really lovely to know about like how campaigns in Indonesia run. And I think it's also a very interesting to learn about as well. Because I also I see like they're very diverse and also with a very big market. So if people you also wonder how it runs, like you can also approach Indonesia to ask more as well. So for do we have any more people want to share, or you have something that you learned so you want to tell us as well? Anyone? Okay, I'm going to count like 3, 2, 1. Wait, okay, amazing. So thank you so much for you guys sharing. So just for you to know, so just now we have some time to map on like how does our OGT campaign timeline look like. So if you missed it, you can check out the slides again, and yeah, and feel free to check the recording later and ask us like if you have any other questions. So after this, what's next, right? So my call to action for you in terms of the timeline is to set a timeline, right? Make sure if your marketing is not here, you discuss with your marketing. If you are the marketing and OGT together or OGX together, it's also okay. You can at least drop it first. So what we want to see is like finish your draft at least by the end of this month, like around 30th of August. So that's why it will give us some space for Ni and me to give our feedback as well. So make sure you put on this spreadsheet when you design the timeline, so we can go check here and always able to give you feedback, okay? So make sure you catch up with the time if you want to get our coolest Ni's feedback, okay? So any question? If no, then we move to a bigger part of today, which is, attraction customer journey. Okay, if you're OGT, you kind of know that we have consideration customer journey already, but now we get even more excited because we cover attraction customer journey. So to begin with, I want to tell you guys a story, okay? So I'm not
It's
sure if you
19
guys
hours.
see this before. No, it's not the speed, okay? Actually, this is an instrument that I recently bought it, and I like it a lot, which is called Kalimba, okay? So I want to ask you, if you want to buy something like this, what will you do? Okay, this is partial on the outside content, Isaac content. But then imagine if you need to buy an instrument like this, what are the things you're going to do? So anyone you want to can type on the box, search about Kalimba. Yes. Okay, where are you going to search for you? How about other people? Google. Okay. Any other people search somewhere else? Okay, shops. Oh, okay, you really go shopping. Okay, what I want to share with you guys is because recently I do really buy one. Okay, I don't know, can you see on? I just learned how to pay a few lines. Okay, oh yeah, COVID-19 no shop. Yeah, somewhere now. Okay, but then what I want to tell you is not about the Kalimba, but I want to tell you my story of buying this thing. Okay. Actually, this thing, right? I use a very long story to buy this, and I really want to share with you guys. So I really hope you guys can save some time for me to let me talk about my story, okay? So to begin with, right? Play it for you. Okay, yeah. If you stay here at the end of the workshop, or you in next co-working space, I can play it for you. Okay. So but then what I wanted to tell you about my story to buy this Kalimba. So personally, I like it a lot. The first time I see it is actually it's not I'm going to search for Kalimba, but there's a time. I'm not sure you guys know Ghibli. Do you guys know it before? So if you watch the movie with us together after APOP, like Spirited Away, so actually it's drawn by the music behind is from Ghibli. Okay, it's a Japanese like cartoon music, very popular. So actually I like it a lot. So I follow that, like Japanese music on Instagram. And then one day I see this, okay? So someone is playing that song with this Kalimba. And I just fall in love with it because I love the sound so much. So afterward, right, I didn't buy it, but then after 2 weeks, what I do is I still scroll my Instagram, and then I find my friend post an Instagram story onto her Instagram, which she bought one, okay? This is Chinese, so I know you don't understand, but just like my friend bought one, okay? And afterward, what I do is I see two friends post on the same day. So then I ask them, okay, where did you go to buy? And then afterward, they're going to refer me, okay, these are the shops that we're going to buy, which one person give me a physical store that she went, and one of them give me an online store, okay? So guess what? Of course, I'm interested, right? I like it a lot. So that's why I really want to buy one. So what's next is, at the end of the day, I decide to go to the physical store and check it out. But at the end of the day, I didn't buy it because first of all, it's a bit expensive. Secondly, the staff is not really willing to help. Like I'm actually really don't know, this kind of new instrument. But then she don't give a fuck to me when I arrived there. So then at the end of the day, I didn't buy in that store. So, but I still want it, right? So I still have another option is the online shop. So what I do is I go check the online store. I scroll through the Instagram. I also check the customer review as well. The reason is because personally, I'm not a person who buy things online very often. So I'm not very trust online. So I always think that I will be cheated. So that's why I just scroll there and see what kind of customer review on there. So, and then it has a really quite good one. So, although it's on Chinese. Oh yeah, hi. Yeah, cannot buy things on online store, right? Me too. I'm just I think I'm too stupid to be cheated. So at the end of the day, I think, oh, like the review is quite good, right? So maybe I can ask her about it. So and then I go to text her about in Instagram. I ask her, oh, like, can you tell me what kind of kalimba that you have, like around what price? Because you know instruments have different price, right? So and then I found when I sent a message after 10 minutes, the staff replied me already, and she was actually very friendly. And besides answering all my stupid questions, like what are the wood that you made, what's the difference of the wood, you know, those stupid questions like with many different price. And she also sent me a bunch of demo for each different price of the kalimba. How does it sound like? So that's why I can listen to it before I decide which to buy. So actually she's very nice. And afterwards she sent me the code for me to pay online when I decided to buy for it, right? And then when I make the payment, actually there is some technical error. So that's why the first 2 times I cannot pay it. And I was thinking like, oh my God, that's so annoying. And I may have thinking about like, I didn't get reply to her message when she, when after she sent me the code. So she sent me a friendly reminder again. And she also tell me that she have reserved a kalimba for me. So that's why at the end of the day, I try to find someone to pay for me and finally pay it successfully. So after I pay it in 2 days, so I received my kalimba. Okay, so this story sounds very familiar, right? Yeah, that's a bit similar on like how our EP go through. But what I want to tell you in here, moral of the story, what kind of touch point that I have been going through when I see the kalimba by coincidentally until I buy it. That means like your EP from stranger to approved. Like how does it go through? First of all, I see a seeding that, okay, it's not a post that we share, but then it's products that in another community, right? Which the community is about that Japanese cartoon, okay? So I see a seeding and then I see my friend buying it. So I go to check my friend referral and the referral referred me a physical store and online store. So for me personally, I like to go physical store there. So the third touch point is my physical store. But then of course, physical store have staff as well with very bad customer service and there's no consultancy. So that's why at the end of the day, I still go back to the online store. And on the online store, my fifth touch point is seeing the customer review actually. And then I decide to asking them and have a consultancy. So I asking them like, oh, what kind of kalimba that we have? And there is a very good customer service. And how I define the good customer service is when I asking her information, she replied me in a very fast way with all the information I need, including the price, including the product details, what kind of wood, how many knocks that it have, and also what is the and she have a bunch of video demo for each of the package itself. So that's why I feel she's very professional. And then the next touch point I have is on the online payment system. And then I also get payment reminder for my reservation. And at the end of the day, the product delivered to me. So that's why you can see it here. What I want to say, when I buy this kalimba, it also helped me to reflect. In order to let me to buy this product from something that I never see before until it comes to become a real product, it takes me some time to think as well. Like I guess around 3 weeks I used it. But then in the whole 3 weeks process, besides the first post that I see, actually there are so many activities that I have been encountered, which some of them is in a community, some of them is the store that planned it. And then I go through many different activities until I decided to pay for the product itself. So what I want to say is, if you currently thinking about how I can do marketing better, it's just about like at Facebook, I put posts, I have IG, I put posts, and you know, like I just need to put ads. So actually it doesn't work in like this, because looking into how people buying products right now is no longer, they only see the advertisement and they buy directly, but then they have a lot of things interconnected in different channels. And at the end of the day, if I'm missing one of them, at the end of the day, I will not buy the product itself. So that's why it's very important. You need to see a bigger picture when you're doing attraction. especially if you are marketing. And there's a very large community of the information I can search for. For example, like Refix say, you can search on Google. Yes, I search on Google, and I search on the hashtag on Instagram for Kalimba. I even search on YouTube about Kalimba as well. So different channels also have the communities and help me to get all of the information as well. And at the end of the day, the good service is coming from all the clear information with all the packages. So so that's why it will be easier for the customer to understand and buy the products. And at the end of the day, if you didn't package your product well and the way you introduce the information is not clear, your customer may be stolen by others, like how me stolen from the physical store to the online store. So this is what I want to share with you guys regarding, okay, how stupidly affiliates buy something. But then I really want to tell you guys, it's very important for us to design our marketing sales funnel together. And that's why in here today, we're going to talk about design marketing sales funnel in this third part. And what I want to have with you about expectation setting is, besides your timeline, I'm also for sure you're not gonna finish the whole funnel in this, like 3 hours workshop, because there's a lot of things you need to talk to with your marketing, and it requires a lot of follow-up as well. So I really hope you guys can take it as a first step to really understand it, and make sure you go follow up after today, okay? So in here, you can see there is marketing sales funnel. I'm sure this graphics, right? You are very familiar with it already because it's on a Synergy booklet that you have. But anyone can tell me why it's very important we need to set a marketing sales funnel? Anyone want to try? Anyone want to try? Why we have this funnel? Okay, let me appoint someone. Recently, I see someone post this on Instagram, which is Minkan. So can you tell me why we have this? Okay, split responsibility between marketing and OGX. Customer facilitation. Okay, cool. Any more? Any more people want to share? Yes, exactly. So when we have the funnel, right? Besides the role separation, besides the synergy itself is very important, and also customer facilitation, and that is very important because when we have the funnel, why I decide to bring both marketing and OGT together, because this is a time for you guys to see the bigger picture. As a customer, you will only see one funnel because, like me, right? I'm going to experience the seeding until the end. Like, it's only, like, for me, it's only one experience. But then this one experience, how you guys can synergy and co-deliver together is very important. So we need to see the funnel itself. And once you're able to settle down the clear funnel, then you can go to the evaluation, like what Sega said, like you're going to understand what are the pain points on each stage, okay? So that's why it's very important for us to set the funnel. But what's next, right? After we have the funnel, remember GT, you may see this before. So we have defined the customer journey for GTEP from sign up to approve, okay? But then there's a part actually we didn't look into a very deep consideration is before apply, what are the funnel look like? So that's why today we're going to talk about the whole funnel before apply with marketing together. So to recap a bit, right? I'm sure you guys have done your persona. You guys do it, right? Okay, I hope you do. If no, it's still okay lah. You still have some time, okay? But then I hope you really have started looking into your funnel already. And in the funnel itself, remember we asked you a lot of detail, like really way much more compared before. Is what are the communication preference of your lead? What are the activities that they will usually do? What are the things they usually, where are the location they usually visit and see? And what are the channels they usually browse, right? Yes, this is very important because why we pushing you guys so much is because you're gonna use it in this section, okay? So at the end of the day, what are the end objectives we have when we decide a good customer, we decide a good marketing sales funnel is, first of all, we have a good customer experience. Secondly, we want to improve conversion rate. Because if you have the funnel, then you will see what are the parts that your customer leaking out from the funnel itself. And at the end of the day, you can improve the conversion. And even though the customer doesn't want to move forward, but at least you can use some way to help them to stay in the funnel until they are ready to be converted. So this is the objective of it. So in here, I really want to share with you guys, first of all, is from Vietnam about how they design their marketing sales funnel. So the one, I think is, okay, the one on the left-hand side is more as a marketing view, okay? If you're marketing, most probably you will have something like this, okay? But then, if you are OGT or your product, then you're going to have something on the right-hand side look like this, okay? So, but then, why we're showing this tool for you is this is usually how we see it as products and marketing. Marketing, you will see your marketing funnel on the left-hand side, and then product, you're gonna see your product funnel on the right-hand side. But then, at the end of the day, like what we say, it's not only you deliver it or marketing deliver, but you guys are delivering the funnel together. So that's why in today, we're going to talk about how to design one single funnel, one big funnel between marketing and OGT, okay? So to begin with, I have restructured the funnel a bit. So to let you know, right, this is how the whole funnel look like. And why I put it here, you compare before, you will see there are many circles, right? Why it's not here? So I'm going to tell you. So in here, you can see here is a straight line funnel. Why we put that a straight line, why we put that a straight line funnel here is because this is the funnel that majority of our customer will go through. So on the blue part will be the part that marketing handle it. For example, the attraction activity digitally online, and the light blue one is the physical activity that we have. Maybe most probably they are LC marketing, okay? And then after this marketing then activity, then they will go to our social media and landing page, and then they will subscribe for our information, which is they like your page, they like other content, and afterward they will go still on the social media page and they will receive a lot of different information from us. And then but at the end of the day, we still have the leakage on here. Why? Because if you see it, right, the page that you have a lot of followers, but how many at the end of the day, how many people go to the product landing page? Okay, so this is also how the funnel look like majority, right? So you will go have a product landing page. For example, you sign up a YLP, or some people have a sign up landing page, like the global one that you're going to use for customize, or you have your own website to sign up people, and then you will get signed up for it. So these are the part that usually marketing handle it, and how our EP ideally go through it. But then afterward, you after sign up, you're gonna have two major activity from OGT. You're gonna have telesales, and then you may have a consultancy for them, right? So between telesales and consultancy, this is the majority of the conversion should be happening and responsible for OGT. And then at the end of the day, they will go to apply, and after apply, then they will go through the customer journey after apply, right? So it's the link that we share here between OGT and IGT customer journey. So I hope this part everyone is clear, right? Anyone have questions? I hope you don't. So what's next is after you define the primary activities here, what will be happening? Actually, along the way, people will leave the funnel. That's why the funnel is going narrower, right? So that's why you will see from social media landing page, you will see people leaving. After sign up, they will be leaving, like they're not picking up your phone calls. And even they pick up your phone call, they may say, I don't go into consultancy. And even they go to consultancy, they may not apply as well. So along the way, there's a lot of people leaking out from the funnel. Then you may ask, what should we do, right? If people are leaking out from our funnel. So the answer is about lead nurturing for info seeker. So one of the things that people are leaking out is with this straight line funnel, the information you provided is not enough for them to go to the next stage. So that's why they are leaving the funnel itself. But then if you give them more relevant information continuously, actually is how you nurture and educate your lead. and they may be able to convert to the next stage afterwards. So that's why we're going to talk about lead nurturing inside of the marketing sales funnel. Okay, so that's why besides the main funnel that you have, the next one is about your secondary activity. So what does it mean, secondary activity? It means the activity is not on your majority, ideally how you convert, but then this secondary activity mostly serves the purpose of lead nurturing, which is when they're leaking out, you give them something else to help them to retain in the funnel itself. So on the first stage, from subscribe to sign up, that means they like your they like a page, and then they go to sign up, and then so on and so forth. So you'll be able to see here, like in the secondary, you're gonna have external partnerships that you maybe have some collaboration events, or you may have endorsement from some external partners. So it helps you to increase the credibility, or maybe you're also going to have physical events, for example, some branding events, for example, info section, to help people to get more information and then going to sign up. And then for me personally, when I was MC, I also use chatbot as well. So actually chatbot is a very good function for you to keep to answer all of the questions that your customer needs. And sometimes chatbot will be a better option if you can plan a comprehensive chatbot, because the chatbot can answer all of the question. And actually if your customer are a bit embarrassed, like they will not feel very embarrassed when they ask a lot of questions with the chatbot. But if you're a real human, they maybe feel embarrassed to ask you a lot as well. So sometimes chatbot is also with a good feature for lead nurturing, as well as you can also have the subscription, and they will keep receiving information along the automation message that you design. So if you want to know more, you can also ask me. And then after this, you may have activities convert to sign up. But after sign up, right, you still have people leaking out the way. So that's why between sign up and apply, there's also some secondary activities that you can try. For example, you're gonna have like retailer sales. So you call them again to see whether they want to go or not. You have other physical events, but it's gonna be a bit different from the physical events above, because this one will be more information based on the profile of the customer. So which means you are not having a random branding events to help you to gain some customer to go to internship. But then if they want to go to marketing, maybe you invite a guest speaker from locally, like a CEO, like talk about marketing, or maybe in a foreign country, some marketing director talking about how in your IL partner working marketing look like, what is the trend. And you may have some other like coffee chats, so on and so forth. And also you can have like automation email or like community marketing. For example, Facebook group, IG chat, hashtag, Telegram or WhatsApp group. I see people using it to convert people as well, to help you to nurture it. So these are the secondary activities that you need to design, okay? And these are the systems to help you to do lead nurturing. But then at the end of the day, after we design all of the activities, what's next? So I want to ask you guys here, anyone of you know about what is MQL? Oh, anyone know about it? No. Okay, Yeman, marketing qualified lead. Oh, amazing. Yeman, can you tell me what is marketing qualified lead? Okay, he's gonna kill me. I'm sorry. All for one. What's that? You just told me yesterday. Oh yeah. It's okay lah. You know the show. It's okay. I know it. So that's why I prepared a definition here already. Don't worry. So for a marketing qualified lead, right, which is a lead that indicate they have a strong interest on your brand offer. So which means they're interested on your products based on your marketing effort. Okay, so it's not only naturally they come, but then with your marketing effort, they show interest on your product itself. And secondly, you are more, and these also are the people that who are more likely to become your customer compared to your other leads. Okay, so that's why you know these are the, you know, like your pipeline mapping. These are your potential pipeline, and these are not your potential pipeline. When you're doing succession, right? So it's the same, right? When your customer, you know who are more a customer that who are more potential. So often a marketing qualified leads have an intention to engage with your brand, by performing some kind of activity. For example, they may be submitting the content, they may be opt into your program, they may be adding things to the shopping cart, or they may be download some material, or they revisit your website very frequently. So this is also some activity to show, okay, this person, they have a higher interest on our product compared to other leads that we have. So then now what is the question is, how in this funnel I can identify who is my marketing qualified lead, right? So then we will try to give you some example here on how you're going to evaluate. So to begin with, right, so the first question to let you understand, okay, secondary activity is for engagement. And we want to measure how engaged they are in this secondary event. So that's why you may ask, okay, how they are engaged in the first phrase, how they are engaged in the second phrase, and then how they are engaged. So which one you need to do first is, before you start, sorry, the sequence of the animation is a bit wrong. But then what I want to tell you, the first one you need to start is, before they go on to any secondary lead nurturing activity, you need to measure them once, okay? Whether they are qualified lead originally, okay? So what you can do is, especially if you're OGT, you have a high responsibilities. During your telesales, you can define criteria on whether this is a potential customer compared to other people. And you may add question to test it. For example, you can ask them motivation. So depend, like for example, based on their motivation on applying an coming to this program, if they are just like, I just want to see the opportunity, or my motivation of coming is, oh, I just want to go travel, then you know that this one may not be a person that is a qualified lead and they're ready to go on a GT. But then if they tell you, I'm very specific, I see your attraction, I want to have a marketing internship abroad, for example, or IT internship abroad, because I want to work in an MNC in the future. So then you will know this person have a stronger motivation, and you know that this is a marketing qualified lead, okay? So the first one is you need to identify, before you go to lead nurturing, whether they are marketing qualified lead. And secondly, you're going to measure your effectiveness of your lead nurturing. So in here, for example, if I'm the person, I set the funnel, I have 4 activities in this funnel itself, right? So then I'm going to measure, okay, how many each of the activities they have joined, and how much they are engaged with the activity. So you also need to define the criteria. Okay, how do I know they are engaged with my auto email? For example, if Phileas is opening 7 email out of 10, then she is engaging with my auto email. And I know that she's a marketing qualified lead because she has a higher click rate compared to other people. Or for example, in physical event, how many physical events that this person has been going on when we have this activity. So if I'm showing up once or I'm showing up twice, that means I have a high potential to be it, right? So you need to measure how engaged it is, and make sure you have a specific criteria for each of the activity. And based on that, you're going to count how many activities they're going to engage. So, and you define the question itself. So that's why you will know, okay, at this stage, how many marketing qualified leads that I have. And so to here for the upper one, so although you cannot measure, okay, it's a bit hard, like unless you have very advanced system that can help you to tag people or pixel, so you will know that they are qualified, they can automatically mark it or not. But if not, at least you still need to see who are the people that will come into your lead nurturing events here and how often they come. So then you will know how engaged they are. So this is how you're going to measure after you have the funnel. But you may ask why I talk so much, right? I know I have been talking for quite long already. So that's why the next question is, OGT, I want to ask you, do you know this before? Okay, you can say yes or no. I will not bet on you. How many of you know it? Or how many of you doesn't know it? Okay, so you can type in the chat box. Or maybe you can show me your face so I will know that you actually... Okay, Dana say I don't know. Okay, it's fine. Yes, that is the reason I talk so long, because I catch you. Okay, you don't know it, right? But then a lot of you guys ask me, what should I talk with my marketing in the O2O, right? Then I tell you, this is the first topic that you need to talk about it. Okay? Yeah, Lucia, you are great because you know it one day earlier than them. Yeah, it's okay lah. You have one day advantage. But then, what I want to tell you guys is yes, like if you don't know what you talk to marketing, I challenge you. This is the first topic you need to talk to your marketing. Okay. So in here, I'm going to give you guys some time for your activities. If you don't know, it's okay lah. That is the reason you come, right? And I really feel glad that if you guys don't know and you have come to this place, because after today, you're gonna know it. Yeah, amazing. So please come to this link, AIE/EC AP OGT marketing sales funnel. Okay. Hey, my laptop is a bit like. I hope someone type it for me already. Amazing. Thank you so much. The babes of OGT. Okay, they are the little play. So what I want you guys to do is I have put an example here. The one that we show. Okay, I maybe adjust a bit, but then afterward, I want you guys to make a copy on this, and then you're going to decide. Okay. But I think one thing I make mistakenly is I think this morning we changed it. Wait me a second, guys. I think we changed a bit this morning after discussing with you. Yeah, so this one is the latest one. So I will copy it here. I'm sorry, guys. Don't mad on me. Yeah. So this is the real sample that I want to show to you guys. Yeah. Yes. So this is the real one. So what I want you guys to do is copy the real one, okay, in here. And then what I want you guys to do is you're going to have time with your marketing to talk about the funnel itself. So please kindly to help me to do it. So for the people you have marketing here, I'm going to put you guys together, okay? So you guys can discuss together, okay? Make sure you copy the right one. The right one is a social media landing page on top, and then you have website for YLP, and then you have product landing page and telesales and consultancy. So, and then for this activity, right, you can copy if you have this. If no, you can also not copy, okay? So now we will have some time to work together. 15 minutes, okay? So you can start now. So make sure you design your funnel. My marketing is, it's okay lah. That means you are good. So you can do many things. So for the people, let me see. Create, how do I do it? Okay. Wait. There's, oh my God, I don't know how to use it. Yum, 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 yum. And then, wait. Oh, I see Indonesia start this thing already. Is it we miss some people? It's okay. You can go breakout room if you are there. Okay, so let's have 15 minutes time. Let's do it. For the remaining people, if you want a room, I can also put you guys in a room for the friends you want to stay together. My marketing is with me. Yes. So think about what kind of activities that you want to go. Let me fix a bit. Okay, and some of the physical activity may be it's different according to different entities. Okay. Sorry, I fucked it up. Hey, I'm sorry. Wait, anyone? Anyone? Hey, someone text me. What is job board? Oh, job board, right? Like if you want to know, you can ask Ricky as well. So how it works is like, for example, in Romania, they have partnership with some job opportunity search engine. For example, for example, LinkedIn, you can find job, right? Or in job, maybe I think there's something called Yeah, so like you can have some search engine online that it can go and help you to find jobs. So they partnership with them, and then because they are alumni, and then they allow them to put some opportunity in the job board. So for example, maybe your school also have job board as well. Like your school gonna give people to find jobs that in there, so you can see whether your school allow you to post some ISEC opportunity inside of it as well, so people can apply for it. Yeah, cool, amazing. So we have 12 more minutes, so I'll play some song.
For me, it's pretty much the same. I have aligned a few things here and there, but everything else is pretty much the same as the example.
Sorry?
So for Nepal, it's pretty much the same as the example which is there. I have modified a few things here and there, but everything else is pretty much the same. Yes.
I see. So these are all the things you have, right? Is it? For the secondary here, like for example, community, right? You have that much community you're running, is it?
I thought we are doing only primary.
Ah, okay, yeah. So after you put your primary, okay, you need to discuss with marketing is, okay, primary is the main line that you will go through, right? So this will be the one that you settled, that you normally convert. But then if you want to improve your conversion rate, then you need to start designing what kind of secondary that you're going to run. Because most probably, most of the people will focus on primary. But then you may also see what kind of secondary, like you can see in each stage, like how much effort you focus on the nurturing. Because if you're looking into the primary, right, it only convert in a straight line. So you have conversion, but then you don't have lead nurturing. So if you don't have it, then maybe, like for example, when I was MC, I also don't have much lead nurturing activity as well. I only have chatbot. That's all. But then if I can do it again, right, maybe I should really think about like what's more that I can do in order to help me to convert the people again and have a higher conversion rate. Because what I learned is it never enough, like if I just only focus on new lead and just converting them, but then I need to learn about like if people are not ready for it, how I can educate them better and they will be ready for my program. So maybe I will also suggest you can also look into what kind of secondary events that you are having right now, and if you don't have, maybe you can start planning to have at least one for each state.
Yeah, if you can check Nepal's ones.
Sorry?
If you can check mine once.
Okay. And I want to ask, like, for this landing page and this landing page, is it the same?
Yes.
Yeah. Then maybe you don't have. Yeah, so maybe you can delete this one, I guess. Because they are the same. But then one thing I want, for example, in your case, right, what I would suggest you is you, after you remove this, right, so most of the things that you have are events. So maybe an event, sometimes it will take up you a lot of resources to manage one single event. So maybe you can plan something outside of events, what else you can do. Yeah. So then it will be, you know, like events will be on HR consistently managing it, but then do you have anything that can help you have, for example, auto flow to manage it, like for example, global lead nurturing system, or like any other things that can help you to convert? So this is my suggestion, because the event will be, especially if they are physical event, they will be a bit risky right now for COVID-19 because it may have cancellation very easily. Yeah, so this is what I suggest. So how about others? So we have 4 minutes left. Have you done? So I hope you guys are done already. Okay. So in here, what I want you guys to think about is so now you have decided the funnel, right? So I want to ask, how many is your ideal funnel, or how many of you are your current funnel right now? This is your. is it your funnel ideally, or this is the one that you plan you will implement this year? Most are the current channel. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Indonesia. How about other people? Okay, so I just want current. Okay, cool. So then, first of all, looking into the current funnel that you have, right? If it's your current funnel, then think about is this channel you utilize it well? Which one of them are effective, and which one of them you are like, like it's not really as I expected, right? So then I would suggest you really go evaluate on like how does the engagement of your lead look like in the activity, and think about like whether it's work or not. So secondly, it's also about the job separation. So before I move forward with some tips for you guys, anyone want to share like in here, what are the things you have learned so far from the marketing sales funnel you tried today? We can have one sharing. And then I will move next. Anyone want to share? Okay, you can say I hate my current funnel, but this year I'm gonna make it amazing. It's also okay. Anyone want to share anything? Let's have Yemarn. Yemarn, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah. So for current situation in Cambodia, honestly, like we haven't had any OGTA back to like 2 years, no operation at all. But like current operation happening in the LC regarding to the outgoing. So this is the like current finance like look like. Honestly, like, it's very minimal and like it's not as effective as it should be. Like it's also not as strong enough to run like GT operation yet. So yeah, as Filius mentioned, I'm gonna make it as amazing as I can. Hopefully, thanks.
Okay, amazing. That's cool. So Ari, okay, cool. I think it's good that you can learn from other people, and also especially you can see what are the channels that people are using right now, and you want to learn more about it, you can approach it. Okay, how this work? Can you share with me? I want to know more about it because I know a few entities in AP are quite good at lead nurturing. For example, Vietnam, Indonesia, India. So they are a bit advanced. So you can also ask them how does they work as well. So any more other people you have learned other things that you want to share? Dana, do you have anything you want to share?
Yeah, I just finished reach my home, and then I think I've been listening. I think one thing I can take a good case practice is like part of the, remember the example you showed from Vietnam. I think that's a thing I think that could be helped in terms of me building my the one as an example that you showed me. I think that's a good example that I think OGT can take. I think Vietnam is doing a very good job in marketing so far. I think we can learn how they market the product, and the funnel itself. What I learned is actually how each phase of each phase of the what they call the funnel, how can we build an activity so we can have a better conversion, or which is like marketing qualifying leads. I think that is my key learning from this.
Okay, amazing. Wait. Okay, let me see where. Okay, so on the evaluation of the process, right? So how we're going through is we're going to have the first one. So the first one we're going to have on the evaluation point is, you can click. Okay, so the first part about is you need to evaluate how many leads that you're going to have between your telesales and your consultancy. So why I'm mentioning here is because when you have your telesales and your consultancy, right, you are going to see, for example, I have 10 customers. How many of them is able to convert through telesales and conversion? So looking into it, for example, you have in Ni's like scenario before, so she usually have around 50% of the lead that are able to convert from the case itself. So then, yeah, you'll be able to see like how many of them can convert, and you can also look into proportion. So when you evaluate the first one, right, click up. So you'll be able to see what if it's too low. One of the reasons will be because that it's because either your sales problem. Okay, so that means your telesales may be not good enough. So that's why you cannot convert. Secondly, maybe also because your attraction message alignment. So which means you need to check with your marketing before sign up. How does it go? Whether it's work or not. If it's not working, then that's why it may lead to the time when you do sales, they are not the right person, and that's why they leak away from it. So based on this percentage, it can tell you how much your sales, whether it's effective or not, or whether your attraction campaign is message aligned or not. Secondly, you can look into the evaluation point is about your marketing qualified lead on the right-hand side channel. So usually it may contribute you another 50%. If the left-hand side is 50%, then the second part of it should be 50%. But then if you, at the end of the day, you didn't, it still didn't convert, right? So what will be the major issue? The first one, the major issue will be your sales synergy problem. So one of the very interesting thing is if you find 50, you should have 50% of the customer in retail sales or physical events or auto email or community, but at the end of it, it didn't. Usually it's your OGT marketing synergy have problem, which your OGT didn't give the CTA to draw the people go into your lead nurturing activities here. So that's why at the end of the day, it didn't convert your another 50% of your customer. And maybe you need to check with your SOP whether the CTA is giving it correctly or not. So the next one in the evaluation point, right? After you get this 50% of the customer inside of the engagement already, then you need to ask the next question is, how many of them are able to convert to apply? If this 50%, out of it, you may only have like 10% or like 5% that are able to convert, then your next problem would be about your content's relevancy and frequency. So either is the content or your lead nurturing is not able to tackle based on the target customer profile. So that's why it's not converting, or you don't have a right frequency. So for example, you may send too much irrelevant content. People are feel annoyed and they leave the funnel itself. Or you maybe don't have enough content that are posting. So people generally forget your brand already because you don't have a consistent engagement. Last but not least, you have an evaluation point number 4, which is your marketing qualified lead on the first channel itself. At the end of the day, how many of these people who have subscribed are in your secondary conversion here? And how many of them going to sign up? So if at the end of the day, people are not signing up, which means maybe your social media CTA is not converting to your lead nurturing system, or maybe it's because of the content itself. So through these 4 touch point, 4 evaluation, you will be able to know what are the critical factors that happen in your current like in your current funnel right now. I hope everyone is clear on like how is it. So last but not least, to let you guys, I clicked too fast. Okay. Last but not least, to let you guys seeing, right? This is how the funnel itself, okay? In India. So one of the things for India a bit different is they didn't have the flow to showing you how it's reconverting. So they only have an email lead nurturing flow to do it, but I don't suggest you only have one system to back up all of your lead nurturing, because you need to understand the best communication channel of your customer may not be email, and you need to always validate it. But one of the good things that you can see here is they have clearly defined the responsible content and call to action for all of the channel. And this is also very important because it will have a clear responsible and given a clear direction what should the customer process next. So this is also something you can learn from. And regarding some tips, right, on how to design the content in the funnel itself, first of all is there is some statistics tips like that I searched before regarding lead engagement. So now like I'm going to talk about what's next, right? So on the content itself, so here are some of the statistics I find it before. So one of the top reasons that people stop engaging with our brand is because the content the frequency is not correct, or there is irrelevant communication. So that's why people feel annoyed that because of this generic message that they don't feel relevant, they borrow them and they just leave your funnel. So but then it doesn't mean that email is not working. Actually, 74% of the people who excited to receive notification if the retailer is giving them offer and sales. And 2/3 of it will click onto the email if they believe it's a deal or sales. What does it mean? It means that it doesn't mean that you send some, general content. How does, I don't know, Egypt look like, or how does India look like? It doesn't work like this, because people will feel that it's not relevant, but people will click into it when they see it's a deal. In eyesight, what is a deal? A deal is an opportunity that we offer to them, which they can buy this opportunity and have a higher chance that they able to accept it, and then they will able to buy through the approval and payment, right? So that's why it will be easier if you're able to send a deal to your customer. For example, some opportunity that are relevant to them, so you can check it out. And one of the disclaimer is on this research, right? It's based on US. It's not really on AP market. So I really strongly recommend you always validate with your market before you decide how to go next. And here is the source. You can find it there. So besides about the frequency of the content, right? There's also some more additional highlight that they have in terms of the 5 new rules about engagement in multi-channels work. So the first one is retention, and also the sustained revenue is very important. So you also need to measure like how much revenue you can generate per lead that you can have. So you need to make sure marketing investment is investing correctly. Secondly is revisiting personalization. I think this is a very important one, because a lot of time we decide, okay, this is a personalized email, this is a personalized message based on what we think as an organization. But then have you ever think about how does a customer, how does a student think about a personalized email? Some people think an email is personalized when you give them the right deal. Some people think it's a personalized email if you use a right tone to speak. So it really depends, and you always need to ask your customer. Next one is about activating your customer data. So how you can share the data between marketing and sales together. And the fourth one will be about new matrix. How are you going to design a matrix that able to see the true engagement itself? Just now when we talking about on the marketing qualified lead, right? It's very important to design questions and criteria to evaluate what are the true engagement. Last but not least, I think this is a trend happening globally, is our multi-channel is no longer happening only on laptop, but it's also happening on mobile already. So what are the mobile strategy you can have for engagement? So what I want to tell you guys is, it doesn't mean that you need to have an app. That's why you have mobile strategy. Email can be also on a mobile strategy, because people may open your email on a mobile. But then whether your email that you designed that is a mobile friendly when you look into the email, or you just like have a desktop version for your email, it's also very important, and you need to be aware on it. So you can check on this report for more details. I also add some of my personal thoughts on it. And secondly, in terms of the responsible, this is from Nee and I, like we talk about, and we really hope you guys can have an understanding on it, is when you decide the responsible between marketing and OGT, it's not only about, okay, I think this one should be like only marketing do it, or this one should be OGT doing it. But then you two as a person is also very important, because you guys work as a partner together. You need to understand what is your personal strength, and then you need to pick the right petal. For example, when Nee was OGV, she also take content creation and design as well, because she's good at that compared to her marketing. So her marketing is managed all of the channel, all of the data, all of the content calendar, and Nee was the one there who managing the commission to generate content. So it very depends on what is your personal strength. But then if you're going to separate roles between LC, marketing, and OGT, then it really depends on your membership competency and capacity, whether you have enough member and whether they're skillful for it or not. So these are the two considerations we really hope you guys to differentiate well between responsibility. But last but not least, besides separating the role, But also very important is how we can track all the data together, because at the end of the day, the whole funnel is shared by two of you together. So make sure you have a good tracking or you have a good CRM system to able help you to tag the customer well, and you can track it properly. For example, on Xpart, you can also have tag as well to see how does the customer converting. So at the end of the day, here's the CTA for you guys is the same. Finish it by 30th of August. We're going to give you feedback on the things. And if you still want more support, for example, how I'm going to design the content, how I'm going to look into how the ad system paying on. So like remember to register for this digital marketing ecosystem from me if you are marketing. So re-click on this link and register for it before the deadline. So we only have 2 days left. So she's going to help the remaining like content, design, like everything. Like she will going to work with you guys by that time. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear. So now, last but not least, I really hope you guys to think about content itself. Okay. So what does it mean content, right? Remember the last time we have campaign. Then now we're going to talk about content. But when we design our content, what are we going to put about? A lot of people on the response survey that you showed to me is you were focusing on, like, for example, a very general marketing, right? But then actually how you can improve the content better and able to help you to convert the customer better. So I hope you still remember this. Anyone still remember this? Yes or no? Oh, are you still there? Okay, I hope you are there. Yes, right? You remember in the last package that we put in there. So yeah, so this is a sales package that's very important because it's gonna help you to align the message between marketing, sales, and CXP. And why we want to look deeper into it is especially this part about marketing. It's very important because it's gonna design a digital and physical marketing campaign. And you may ask, right? Yeah, we're going to have it, but a lot of people get stuck here. So I'm going to tell you the reason I discovered why most of the people get stuck with this part. Okay, so the reason that we are not able to design the sales package very well is because we don't have a clear persona. So a lot of people, when I look into the persona, most of the people have the problem in life goal and life pain. And the life goal and life pain is not clear enough. That's why it's very hard for you to design a package. So if you're looking into it, right, the first issue it have is people always mix up between life goal and life pain with motivation and objection. So that's why they feel something very similar. So I want to tell you here what is life goal, okay? So life goal, it means what they want to achieve in their future career. So it will be something that more long-term and they want it. So which means my goals as a person, what do I want? But it not necessarily a compulsory need, okay? And life pain, what does it mean? It means what are the things that they are suffering right now in terms of the career path in long run. For example, maybe as an undergrad, the biggest suffer in terms of career path is I don't know where and how I'm going to find my first job and what I need to prepare for it. So this is something that I suffer from my pain, right? But then how does it differ from joining GT motivation? Motivation to join GT is motivation to join GT is something that is short-term benefit. What does it mean? It means like there's something they can gain from GT, but it may not necessarily to be the end goal of their career path, but it may be a stepping stone of it. So to show it you on a diagram on how does it look like is motivation, which means the benefit of GT helps you to achieve your life goal or relieve your life pain. But then your life goal or your life goal can be create needs for you to have your motivation to join GT. So for example, if I want to get into a MNC, maybe I should join a GT because I want to have international exposure in my CV. So that's why I have a higher chance to get into MNC. For example, okay, this is a very general, but then this is how does the whole cycle look like. So that's why it's very important you need to define the clear life goal and life pain because it's gonna help you to deepen your marketing message, but no longer only stick on to the general basic value proposition that you have. Otherwise, your value proposition will be gonna be the same no matter which persona that you have. Last but not least, objection for joining GT, which means that is some obstacle that stop them to join it. It's not their life pain in long run, but then it's something that currently I don't have it, so that's why I cannot join GT. For example, my parents' concern my budget issue. So these are the things that maybe stop people to join GT. Okay, so I hope you have clear understanding what are the differences between all these four, and you can finalize your persona. And here, what I want to tell you is, quick check-in question. I just screenshot some of the persona here, but I want to ask you guys, do you guys know which field do this persona from? Anyone know which field this persona are coming from? You can guess. If no, you can type no. So I will know that you don't guess. Okay, there's not much people answer. So I guess like you maybe not really know. Yes, exactly. So like this is what is the reason that I'm copying for you. So actually, if you look into it, right, you cannot identify what is the field that this person is from. You don't, and this is generally most probably maybe undergraduate or fresh graduate phase. But then is that mean that all persona have all these life goals or life challenges, or do they have something else that only they have it, right? So which means that is not unique enough. So of course no, because the pain and the goals, like it really depends on the industrial trend. So that's why it's very important you need to be specific. And you may ask question, why my interview result cannot help me to figure out what is the reason behind. I can tell you the reason is because your first persona assumption, you are not doing deep enough. So that's why you cannot set an interview question that to validate your assumption. So what you can do is, next week you do it better. So I can tell you how you can do it better, starting from right now onward. So, but then you may ask, okay, I do finish my customer interview already. What should I do? How can I do? So I'm going to tell you about like, no worries. Besides you doing interview, primary research, you can do with a secondary research, and then you validate with a small sample size of interview. So here are some of the things that I go through when I design my persona assumption for, especially for this part. So actually, if you think about as a undergrad to find internship, or you are as a graduate who's going to find a job, most probably you're going to Google, and you're going to Google some career tips and tell you like what you need to prepare, right? So actually you can do the same, because this type of advice is going to address people's pain, and you can see how people professionally advising each other, right? So one of the, when I designed the one that on the sample, this is the article I read. I know it's in Chinese, but so that's why I'm translating it to you. So in here, it say like, okay, life, and then I'm a marketing people, and these are my doubts of marketing graduate. So she mentioned there are 4 different pains when you are a marketing graduate. For example, in marketing, there's no professional qualification. Your degree doesn't mean anything. Your past experience, your portfolio is the most important things. Secondly, you are most probably marketing people not sure they should choose in-house marketing or agency marketing firm. Okay, and if you choose in-house marketing, people, the firm are going to expect you to know everything because you study marketing or you work on marketing before, and they also expect you to learn some more the knowledge about that industry. For example, if you're working for cosmetics industry, then they will expect you to do cosmetics. If it's a medical industry, then you need to learn about medical. So besides marketing, you still need to learn other stuff. And for agency, one of the problems it has is they are not only recruiting marketing students, but they are welcoming anyone as long as people want to work very hard for them. So they will even invest to train them. So that's why the competition is very high. Secondly, there's always overtime, so there's long working hour, and the salary is relatively low compared to in-house marketing. So that's why you can see from my article, you can find out what are the major pains or goals like for a marketing graduate already. And one of the things I highlight some of the word here in green is very important, because sometimes if you're able to research and identify some of the professional keywords or terms, actually if you're able to include in your sales, right, then it helps you to increase your credibility. Okay, so here are some more articles that I have seen before. So for example, this is talking about 30 years of marketing career. This one is talking about like 7 things you need to do to kickstart your digital marketing career. Or this one is talking about like in a specific university that are not very top, like how people can have a competitive advantage in order to get a very good opportunity, and what kind of company usually will hire this kind of people. And last but not least, this last one is a very special one that I really want to share with you guys, which is forum. Okay, so what is very important is in here the forum, the title is like marketing graduate, what are you doing right now? So you can see here is actually forum is a place that the people are just put their thoughts there, right? So it's a very random and very raw data. But then this kind of raw data is kind of quite similar with what you do in your focus group. So that's why they can dip into this like unstructured data compared to this like article. It helps you to understand what are the thought process and also what are the minor like customer behaviors you can see. So that's why forum is also a very good chance for you to acknowledge it. So to conclude here, like with everything, so when I search it, these are some keywords I search when I search for marketing field, and the second one is about the forum. So you can also make good use of forum because you can have some more authentic response from it. And last but not least, remember to drop down your industrial keyword because it helps you to look more professional, especially in ISEC, our membership is very young. So that's why learning some of the keyword can help them to be more credible when they are facing the customer. So at the end of the day, right, to let you to see here is like at the end, when I have these things, I'm going to put into this. For example, the first point I put in here about the pay, about portfolio and experience. The second one about like not sure choosing which one. So it can be the goal in the life. And then long working hours, it will be in here. High compare profile, it will be in here. And then like, yeah, so and at the end of the day, I've only put one common point, which is people want to get into MNC. I think most people are the same. So this is the common one that I usually see. And at the end of the day, this is how I define a more concrete EP persona. Okay. So, and then I put into the package itself. So I'm not going to explain deeply onto that, but I would suggest you can like follow the animation to the flow. For example, if I want to have good portfolio and experience, I need to have practical experience. So that's why I match the keyword on that. And then like, for example, I'm not sure about doing agency or in-house, but then actually GT can be an option, can benefit you no matter you go to in-house marketing or going to agency marketing firm, right? So actually you can look into more and more on here. I really strongly recommend you check it. And for people who are not sure whether they want to be a marketer or not, then actually at least GT can help them to earn some top 10 essential soft skills that can help them to find jobs no matter which field they are working in. Okay, so the second part of it is I also consolidated the second part about the IR below, right? I see that a lot of people stopping there as well. So I have made a one pager here to consolidate everything about like when you have many IR partners, why you cannot convert, right? These are the major problems, and these are the 4 pillars that usually you need to look into. So I really strongly recommend to go to this link to check this one. So this is a package that between Vietnam and also some OGT MC50. So they draft it together and you can compare when OGT designed the description of the IR partner and how IR partner describing them actually is totally different. Or like there's so much things that we are missing. So that's why I really strongly suggest you, especially if you're going to send EP to Vietnam, like you can check on this file and see like how you can align with your IGT better and make sure you get the right information. So at the end of it, these are the tips that you can go through. So I really strongly suggest you to go through the one pager. But why all this is very important, right? Because for marketing, why it's very important? Because if you are not going to define this, you're mostly going to promote based on your global value proposition. And it will be very hard for you to design your campaign. But why it's very important, we need to be more specific. Because people usually want to start with the topics they usually think and hear. And it will help you to increase the audience sense of relevancy. And then they will want to continue to read your content. For example, you can start with, okay, do you want a good CV? Join GT. Or you can start with, okay, are you concerned, are you worrying to work in a long working hour in marketing in the future? If yes, come and ask us more about. So, you know, like you can start with some more casual content that are their end goals. And it will be more of the things that they think about, but rather than they just think about how I can only improve my CV. So then like this will be help you to have a better marketing campaign. But for OJT, right, you may ask why I need to have it. The first one is about how you define needs and wants. So remember, just now we're talking about it, motivation is mostly what they need. For example, improving CV. But then improving CV is the way to help them to achieve their life goal. For example, get into MNC. But then why it's very important? Because a lot of time when we think about wants and needs, a lot of people will say sometimes we focus on what we want, we miss the things that we need. What does it mean? It means we always ask people to focus on what we need, but we are not like asking people to focus what they want. But then if you look into a customer perspective, yes, this may be true, but then people may, but then if you think about it, right, as a customer, why don't I have both? Why I cannot have what I need, but what I want? But also at the same time have what I want as well. Why I cannot have both? So that's why actually our consultancy, the way that we call sales, like it's actually a way, it's not for us to pushing the product to a customer. It's not you recite a sales pitch and you tell them continuously these are the content, and then like they remember and then they go. But then it's a place for us to ask questions and guiding our customer from what they want to figure out what they need right now. So in order to achieve what I want in the future, what I need to do right now. And that makes you a deeper connection into the life, and it helps you to sell better. So I hope this one gives you a bit more context on how it runs. So the next one, right, for OJT, you may say, okay, I find all this reason already, but then why I need to package it, right? So I want to ask all of you, how many of you watched Naruto before? Do you guys know what is Naruto? Shit, maybe people doesn't know about it. Yes, okay, thanks a lot. Okay, I'm losing my voice already. Do I still have water? Oh my god. Okay, childhood, amazing. I know, but I don't watch it. It's okay. But then the moral of the story that I want to tell you is, actually, if you know Naruto, right, most probably you're going to have two ninjutsu to just like hit all of the battle. One is multiple Shadow Clone, and one is Rasengan. Okay, I think you guys know it, right? So if you never watched Naruto before, or you don't like to watch it, just for you to know, this person, he's not someone that very like smart. So this person, he only have two main skill set, which is the one on the left and the one on the right. Okay, and all of his battle is only using these like two, or mix it together, and then like they fight with the enemy. But at the end of the day, they still win the battle, right? So actually, if you're thinking about us, right, you don't need to have very advanced styles like, wow, like, oh my god, there's a lot of different version of it. But then, no, it's not because it's the main character, but then it's actually you use it in the right time with the right combination, and you evaluate your situation very well. So that's why you know which one you're going to use. So imagine what if our science package is also like the ninjutsu like that we have with him, right? So like we only have 3, but at the end of the day, this 3 can also help us to achieve our goals already. So to let you to believe it, okay, I'm not very good at skills, but I really want to try with you guys. Anyone of you want to be a marketer in the future? You want to have a demo with us? Let's imagine you are the lead and I am your consultancy, and I'll tell you how you can win the game with only these 3 cards in your hand. So anyone want to try? Okay, no one wants to be a marketer in the future. No, that's fine. Yeah, Maren, do you want? Okay, is it people dead already? Maybe I talk to them. Okay, do you want to be a marketer in the future? No, ah! Oh, you guys, can someone pretend you are EP? Okay, that's bad if you don't want. Okay, but then, yeah, okay, Donna. Okay, let's do it. So imagine you're applying marketing. Okay, so Donna, where are you? Actually, I cannot see, but that is fine. Okay, Donna, I want to ask. So you want to apply, right? Hi, Dana. I'm your consultancy. My name is Phileas. I see you have signed up before. So I want to know a bit on like why you want to join this program. Why you sign up at that time? Is it you cannot speak? Did you unmute yourself? Because I want to develop my skills. Okay. What kind of skills that you want to develop, Dana? Design, okay. Why do you want to improve your design skills? Oh, this EP is very nice. Actually, I really bad at sales because you want to open your own business. Ah, I see. So with your design skills, right? So how do you think currently about your design skills right now? Okay, he's thinking. Bad. Okay, but then you want to improve your design skills, right? So currently we have different opportunity here, but then we also have some that who are for people who want to improve the for designer. But then currently, I think if your skill set is not it's not it's not very good, right? I think it's also a bit hard to get an opportunity for design. But then, do you want to go to an environment that can help you to see more different types of marketing design? You get what my questions? You guess my question? So like, currently I think like if your design skills is not very good, it's a bit hard to apply for designer position. But then I can recommend you some of the opportunity can help you to see how different marketing design look like. Will you be interested? Oh my god, I hate this EP. Are you still there? Hi, EP. Okay, just EP drop the call. Is it? Oh, are you here? Are you typing? Oh, your connection is bad. Okay, it's fine. So I think I can recommend you some opportunities that can help you to see more design. For example, I would recommend you to go to Indonesia, which like in here you can learn about like how their design look like because like they are very good at Instagram marketing, which they have very good like brand management in there as well. So it will be very good for you to look into like how people designing marketing campaign and how does the visual look like in a very nice way. And secondly, when you want to open your business, right? Like you're gonna face some kind of globalization as well. So it will be very good if you can understand like how globally like look like in marketing. So you can bring some more new skills into your when you open your business in Malaysia in the future. Are you interested? Okay, is this EP still there? It's fine. Okay, but anyway, my it's fell. I'm sorry, but then like I really want to say is like it's very depends on how you're asking the questions and what are they answering you. But at the end of the day, everything is still connected and actually they can help you to convert to the skills at the end, right? So that's why what you need to do is not about like how like this decide, like pitching a lot of different sales grade, but then you need to know in your sales package, what are the keywords that you have, what are the key value proposition you designed it deeply. And when you're going to ask questions, if you hit on some questions, for example, like what he said about wanting to open business or like having a design, like improve design, right? So then opening a business can actually come with the second one, which helps you to see, okay, actually, when you open a business, it may be SME, may be a startup, but then it still compete with the global market. So it's very important. The owner need to be a person that able to compete with the globalization. So these are some of the things you can think about it. So at the end of the day, here are some of the a few sales tips that I have for you guys. It's a very basic one. Don't expect very advanced because I'm really not good at sales. But then what I want to tell you guys is, first of all, research in advance. Make sure you understand your target audience. Not like me, I don't know like what I want to do, so that's why I fuck it up. Secondly, is about at the beginning trying to ask as much as question as possible, because asking more questions can help you to gather more information about your target audience. And until the time you click into the way that you connected with the value proposition, then you can fight the battle in another way. Or if that person is interested and they will ask you back a question, that means that is the time they're interested, and you can start pitching your value proposition according to what information they give you before. The third one is about active listening. When you ask questions, besides you ask, it's also very important to understand what is the hidden meaning behind, and you can ask more questions like why. And the fourth one is about getting audience agreement. Trying to ask some questions that people will say yes generally, because when they say, your customers say yes, that means they agree with you on what you're selling, and it will be easier for them to make the deal itself. Okay. Last but not least, don't be like me, familiar with your product, with your value proposition, or at least with the keyword that you have designed it, and trying to practice a few more times with different people why they can convert it into this. Okay. So for CTA, is I really strongly recommend you to refine your persona if needed. If it's not deep enough, really refine it, and then discuss with your marketing about the whole product packaging. So after you finish it, then like cross-check the package with your marketing campaign alignment. So see whether the message campaign message is aligned. And last but not least, draft your sales pitch or some selling point based on your package, and then embed into your NEC to educate your member. So what you can expect next month is we're going to do sales audit. So right now it's very important. You need to start preparing your sales pitch, preparing your NEC on how to train up your sales, because in next month we're going to talk about like how you can set up a sales audit system to check whether it's work or not. So what you can do is this: if you want to look into it deeper, you can check on the slides and the recording here. This is a GCP sharing from Lee before about B2C sales audit for OGV. And this year we're going to refresh it and have one for OGT. Okay, so stay tuned for next month. And the last but not least, all of the CTA is here. So the upcoming support is we're going to feedback all these 4 things by the end. If you finish by the end of the month. So marketing campaign, marketing sales funnel, product packaging, finalize your persona, and then on this week Thursday on the commission call, we're going to have product launch education for marketing and OGT, and then you can also register for the digital marketing ecosystem. It's gonna be a project that's going to support you for the upcoming 3 to 4 months. So for the CTA, finish all of things today. We talk about by 30th of August. Join a commission call on Thursday and register the ecosystem. So thank you so much for everyone. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. But before we end the call, I really need your help to help me to do something, which is the feedback. Okay.